Aloha, welcome to Chappy's Tiki Bar. Today we're doing the hashtag Chappy 7 shoutout challenge. That's 7 uploads in 7 days, 7 shoutouts to 7 different YouTube channels. If you're interested in participating, check the description below.
Aloha, welcome to Chappy's Tiki Bar. I'm Chappy, with me as always is Mookie. Today we're doing the hashtag Chappy 7 shoutout challenge. So we're going to give a special shout out to Jesse over at Beer, Barbecue, and Baseball. Mookie and I will talk more about his channel when we have Appies with Chappy by the lake. First up, I'm going to make an authentic mojito. So basically, I've been making mojitos for years. And then I had a Cuban bartender contact me and tell me I was doing it all wrong. So how I did it, I just got a muddler and some simple syrup and fresh lime and fresh mint, muddled it all up, added some white rum and club soda, and I was good to go. But apparently when you muddle the mint, if the leaves break, it changes the flavor of the mint, or so I'm told by a real Cuban bartender. So he gave me his authentic recipe. This is how they make it in Cuba. So we're going to start out with a glass. And then I'm going to get some sprigs of fresh mint. It's okay, Mookie. It's just mint. So we got the mint in the glass. Now I actually have a mint simple syrup, which seemed to work good. But how they do it in Cuba, they actually use granulated sugar. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Okay, so there's just mint and sugar in here. This is the labor-intensive part. I'm going to stir it for 2 minutes straight. Just the mint and the sugar. Are you timing me, Mookie? Time me for 2 minutes. Count it down, Mookie. All right, that's 2 solid minutes of stirring. Now I'm going to add the juice of 2 full limes or 4 lime halves. Okay, more labor-intensive stuff here. Now we're going to stir it for another minute or until all the sugar is completely dissolved. Okay, that's looking pretty good. All right, and then I'm going to go 1 1/2 ounce of white rum. Now, for an authentic mojito, you're probably going to want Cuban rum. This is Bacardi Superior from Puerto Rico, but I went with a brand that I really like, and it's superior. So, but your choice of rum. So that's 1 1/2 ounce of white rum. And we're going to add lots of ice. Now, on my mojito, I always use club soda. I like the fizziness, and to be honest, I'll probably, when I make another one of these, use club soda. But the authentic Cuban way is just chilled, distilled water. And we'll give it another, just a little stir to mix it all up. And we got a mint sprig for garnish. And that is an authentic Cuban mojito. What do you think, Mookie? Oh, it's absolutely delicious and refreshing. I can't emphasize enough how much better this mojito is than my muddled club soda mojito. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, this is the hashtag Chappy7 shoutout challenge, and we're giving a shout out to beer, barbecue, and baseball. I'll just go over the rules in case any other YouTubers or anybody at all wants to participate. And Jesse, don't feel like you have to do 7 uploads in 7 days, but that is the challenge. It's 7 shoutouts, 7 uploads, and in 7 days. So 7 shoutouts to 7 different YouTube channels in 7 days. Rule number 1 is just have fun. You can do shorts, just shoutouts. You can do full-length videos. There's no deadline. And again, no call-outs. So just because I'm giving you a shout-out doesn't mean I expect you to do 7 videos in 7 days. Mookie says I forgot. The next rule is make sure you go into my comment section and just say I accept if you want to participate. Don't be like that, Mookie. And then also use hashtag Chappy7 shoutout challenge either in your title or somewhere in the description or somewhere in your upload. And that is the hashtag Chappy7 shoutout challenge. Now we're going out to the lake for Appies with Chappy by the lake. You ready, Mookie? All right. Dang, that's good.
Appies with Chappy by the lake.
Aloha! Welcome to Appies with Chappy by the lake. So today Mookie has messed up. She forgot to go into town for supplies. But we're still going to do some Appies with Chappy by the lake. Today, for appetizer, I have a stick of beef jerky and a Miller High Life. Now we're going to do a review on both. Now I normally don't do beer reviews, but that brings me to a good point. There's a guy on YouTube that does awesome beer reviews. It's Jesse from Beer, Barbecue, and Baseball. So big shout out to Jesse. Go check his channel out. Give him some love. Give him a subscription. He does awesome beer reviews. Jesse actually had a heart attack back in August 2020, but he continued on to do his YouTube channel. So I have so much respect for Jesse. Make sure you give him a subscription. And he still does beer reviews. He does a lot of near beer reviews now. So some of his episodes are near beer, barbecue, and baseball. So check Jesse out. Special shout out to Jesse. Now I'm going to do a beer review on my Miller High Life and my beef jerky stick. So I have some, it's a Big Chief beef jerky, actually made in Calgary. I believe they're descendants of German immigrants who were possibly butchers. Not too sure about the name Big Chief since they changed the name of the Washington Redskins. They may be regretting the name Big Chief, but I think their mascot is some kind of bull or something. Has nothing to do with a Big Chief. So we'll give this a try. Delicious. It's pretty thin. Not so movie. I gotta say that the Jack Link's is much better. It's thicker, and I know they have Jack Link's in the States, but this is awesome. What do you think, Mookie? Mookie doesn't care for it. And then I have a Miller High Life. So it says here it's the champagne of beers. We'll give it a try. Yeah, it's great. I really like Miller High Life, and I kind of like the marketing campaign that they do. It's sort of like the same as Tiki culture. So basically, it's a form of escapism. Like anybody can have a Miller High Life and live the good life. So it's a lot of parallels between the Tiki culture and the Miller High Life marketing campaign. And it's a good beer. All right, thanks for joining us on Appies with Chappy by the lake. You got anything to add, Mookie? Yeah, Mookie says she likes Miller High Life too, but prefers Jack Links over Big Chief beef jerky. So, how many paws, Mookie? Mookie gives Miller High Life 5 paws out of 5 paws. That's excellent. All right, coming up next, best tropical destination stories.
All right, now we're going to get Mookie to summon the tiki drums for my best tropical destination story. This week we're going all the way to the Mediterranean for my best tropical destination story. All right, Mookie, go summon the tiki drums. Thanks for summoning those tiki drums, Mookie. So this is another edition of Best Tropical Destination Stories. This one comes to you from, once again, yours truly. So this is back when I was working on the cruise ships. We were doing the Mediterranean run. So I was working on the Grand Princess. We were going back and forth from Barcelona, Spain to Venice, Italy. And one of the stops was in Istanbul, Turkey. So my cabin mate Richard from England and I went out to hit a few pubs in Istanbul. We befriended an American up at the bar. He was teaching English in Istanbul. He had a lot of stories, and it seemed like he enjoyed getting into the odd barroom brawl. He explained to us a lot of these places were like clip joints. So in Istanbul, they would let the tourists run up big bar tabs and not tell them the price of the drink, and then at the end of the night, they hit you with a ridiculously inflated bill. He said, however, he had a loophole to this. He wasn't worried because his solution would be, at the end of the night, he would just fight the bouncers in a fist fight for the price of the tab. Well, sure enough, at the end of the evening, the bill came. It said 13 million lira. I'm not exactly sure what the exchange rate was back then, but 13 million seemed a little bit high for me. So this American English teacher says, "Don't worry, boys, I got this." And he grabs the bill out of my hand and he goes behind the bar. I didn't really see what he was saying, but he was poking the bartender in the chest. Then he came back to us and said, "Okay, boys, follow me, it's on." So he started heading straight for the back door to the alley, and he was followed by 3 large doormen. I looked at Richard and said, "Hey, Richard, you want to go for a kebab?" And he said, "Yeah, why not? I'm not exactly married to this guy." So we just walked out the front door without paying and went for a kebab several blocks away, as I assume this guy was getting the daylights beaten out of him. So that is my Mediterranean best tropical destination story. If you have any good tropical destination stories that you'd like to share, just email them to me at chappinestikibar@yahoo.com, and I'll read them on one of my upcoming episodes.
Thanks for watching another edition of Chappy's Tiki Bar. I'm Chappy. This is Mookie. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe. What's that, Mookie? Well, Mookie says life is hard. That's just the way it goes, but sometimes it goes the other way. See you next time on Chappy's Tiki Bar.